I know that he's going to fight. I do believe so. And I want you to support him. He's a patriot, but he needs support. So all you can do now is to support him online, and he is a political prisoner. I'm happy that I had a chance to talk to him. For telling the truth, he's in prison. Let's not forget about Tommy Robinson. He's going to be out soon.
Is Tommy Robinson actually a political prisoner, as this Polish MEP claims? Or is he just a regular prisoner who happens to be political, like how my uncle is a political bowler because he shouts about immigration while throwing strikes at the local lanes? Today we're diving into this absolutely wild claim from Dominic Tarjinski that's making waves across Europe. Tommy's sitting in his cell probably wondering how he became the centre of an international incident, when all he wanted to do was, well, whatever it is Tommy actually does. Let's find out if this is a legitimate human rights concern or just another chapter in the never-ending circus of Tommy Robinson's life. Dominic Tarjinski, the Polish MEP who appears to have nothing better to do, has now called for global solidarity for our lad Tommy. Because nothing says, I'm fighting for Western culture, like being detained multiple times and then having Eastern Europeans come to your aid. Grumpy Tommy has made foreign acquaintances now. How lovely.
So I just visited Tommy Robinson in prison, and I can tell you that was amazing. That was something special to see him and the way he fights for himself, for his family, for Europe.
So a Polish politician stepped into a UK prison. No, this isn't the beginning of a horrible joke. It's Tommy Robinson's new reality series. Meet Dominic Tarjinski, a Polish member of the European Parliament, who reportedly woke up one morning thinking, you know what would make a wonderful Tuesday? Visiting a British troublemaker in jail and calling him Nelson Mandela 2.0. Tarjinski isn't your typical MEP. He's what political scientists describe a guy with way too much time on his hands. This fierce advocate for free speech and national sovereignty determined that, of all the critical European issues to address, Tommy Robinson's incarceration was the one he wanted to tackle.
That he's a very strong man. He's a patriot. He's a fighter. And he's going to fight for all of us, for our culture, for our faith, for our freedom, for our safety. He's a great man.
It's like watching someone travel around the burning building to save a cat who willingly climbed a tree and then kept going back up every time someone pulled it down. During his prison visit, publicity stunt, humanitarian mission, Tarjinski declared with all the dramatic flair of a daytime soap opera, I just visited Tommy Robinson in prison, and I can tell you that he's a very strong man, a patriot, a fighter, and a political prisoner. Wow, those moving words. I'm not crying. You are. Actually, I'm not sobbing. I'm laughing at how someone can use the term political prisoner to describe a man who regularly violated court orders. Let us play a quick game of spot the difference. Nelson Mandela opposed apartheid and served 27 years in prison for his opposition to institutionalized racial oppression. Tommy Robinson was jailed for contempt of court after frequently interfering with trials. Those appear to be identical. Right? No? Oh, that's because the conditions are completely different. Calling Tommy a political prisoner is analogous to calling someone who repeatedly parks in a handicapped spot a victim of traffic prejudice. The Polish MEP did not stop there.
And he is a political prisoner. I'm happy that I had a chance to talk to him. For telling the truth, he's in prison. Let's not forget about Tommy Robinson. He's going to be out soon.
He stated that Robinson is fighting for our culture, our faith, our freedom, and our safety. Which culture is that exactly? Is it common practice to film outside courthouses despite being explicitly ordered not to? Is it a European tradition I overlooked in history class? And whose safety is Tommy ensuring by potentially disrupting fair trials? Tarjinski avoids answering these urgent problems while working on his multinational rescue fantasy. Tarjinski's term global solidarity loosely translates as angry people on Twitter typing in all caps. It's the digital equivalent of raising your fist to the heavens during a rainstorm. When he asked people to support Robinson online, he truly meant Please help us trend some hashtags so we can all feel like we're part of something bigger than our keyboards. This is genuinely revolutionary. The most delightful irony in this circumstance is witnessing Tommy, an anti-immigrant activist, be rescued by, wait for it, a foreign politician.
I know that he's going to fight. I do believe so. And I want you to support him. He's a patriot, but he needs support. So all you can do now is to support him online.
It's as if someone who complains about outsiders taking British jobs suddenly accepts strangers taking British jail advocacy roles. The cognitive dissonance is thick enough to spread on toast. This prison visit was not an arbitrary gesture of political charity. It's part of a deliberate pattern in which far-right figures breach genuine laws, face the repercussions, and then recast themselves as martyrs victimised for their views. It's political victimhood. 101. When caught doing anything unlawful, say you're being silenced for your beliefs rather than penalised for your behaviour. It's an age-old approach, or at least one in which people realise they could dodge accountability by claiming persecution. Tarjinski's jail journey is nothing more than a sleazy PR stunt.
I want you to do not forget about Tommy Robinson. Again, he's very strong, but also not to forget about his case. He is a political prisoner.
Aimed at transforming Tommy from a guy who couldn't follow court orders into some kind of freedom fighter. It's image rehabilitation by worldwide endorsement, similar to having your shady business accredited by a corporation your cousin started last weekend. Tommy's totally legal activities, approved by politicians you've never heard of, until now trademark. What's particularly impressive is how well this method works with a specific audience. Tommy is no longer just a man who keeps breaking the law, he is now a champion for Western civilization. His persistent disobedience of court is not a disregard of legal procedure. It is resistance to despotism. It's amazing what a little political branding can accomplish. If only regular thieves had thought of this defence. Your Honour, I didn't rob that bank. I was making a political statement about wealth inequality. And there you have it, folks. The odd universe in which a lawbreaker is rebranded as a freedom fighter. Tarjinski's rallying cry that it's a wake-up call for freedom-loving people everywhere is essentially the same as those dramatic movie trailers where someone murmurs, "The world will never be the same." The main objective now appears to be global solidarity, because nothing says serious political movement, like angry internet mobs uploading videos proving Tommy is not alone. Next time you get a speeding ticket, simply declare yourself a political prisoner. Call your local foreign politician for help. Forget lawyers. International incidents are the new get-out-of-jail-free card.